Well, hello there. Well, in today's video, I want to talk about content. As you know, it's a big thing, especially SEO and large language models. I've been playing around with AirOps. Awesome product, really awesome product. Basically, you just add in a URL, it would do the research, it would come up with the article for you. It would look at internal links, external links, and you have a finished version. And it's um, sort of a workflow, so you can approve each section at a time. However, and this is great for content for scale. However, it's very expensive from what I've been quoted. Now, you might inquire yourself, so I won't talk about the price because that's their business. They might quote different prices because they're a startup, they're scaling, and they might have different prices for different stages of a company. So, but the product is awesome and I highly recommend it. However, like I said, just very expensive. So I was thinking, is it possible to create something similar using clay? Because I use clay a lot, and clay is oftentimes quoted. Let me just go back to clay. Oftentimes quoted for more like enrichment, right? Data enrichment, finding contacts, finding leads, finding ISPs, finding their contact details, or enriching your database and so forth. Really clever stuff. But I was thinking, can I use it for more from a content perspective at scale? So, and for this SEO to work, you need a structure. And so before I actually dive into the actual practicality, I want to walk you through how you should be thinking about SEO to build that brand authority. So this is a bit of a sketch. So basically, you start with your mission. So basically, if you think about the company that you work with, or the company that you've created, or the company you're working with or at, they have a vision, mission. That typically, and this is how they started, right? Your vision is to electrify the world with electric cars, like Tesla, Tesla's thing. And then they have the value proposition. What is unique about it is that you might be the product features, like an Apple might have a product features that are unique, or an ecosystem is really interesting. Tesla as well, right? Tesla has a unique value proposition around its scale, its design, its cleverness, the UI, its car stations, power stations, and so forth, right? So they have a unique value proposition. And that's how it solves those pain points. So it starts with a mission, there's linked to the value proposition, and links to the pain point, and the pain point that you're trying to solve for, the ISP you're trying to solve. That's why you create the product, right? So that's your product delivery. So you go, okay, so you want to link this in order to build a very extensive SEO, to build that brand authority that you're looking for. So essentially what you're saying is that any product offer that you might have should link when you're developing a content strategy, or what oftentimes are content pillars or content themes or topic themes, or in this case, topic clusters. These clusters should link to a product, which then links to a pain point it solves, which links to our ISP, and then also the value proposition that ultimately links to the mission or vision, right? So from there, you unpack, I might do 3 or 4 topic clusters, and there you have your keywords, okay? And then from there, then you build your content out of that. So, and I was thinking, well, how should I use this? I was looking at startups, top startups, growing startups, and so I might just do one that I like. And I came across Brilliant, excellent company, amazing technology as well, excellent product. So I said, what if I were to create a content at scale of this company? And so you can see that this is the value proposition is basically building. You can design websites and then export it to a sort of workflow to host. It creates the visuals, it creates a sitemap, it's amazing product. And this is not about promoting them, it's just showing you that I want to use them as an example. So if I go back to that framework that I talked about, right? Mission, value, ISP and stuff, how do you build that into a practicality? So, and then transfer that into a clay, so you can actually start building those content. So this is the flow so I start with domain, the value proposition, so mission, the value proposition, you can see there, right? So the enablers, designers who are told, this is important because it gives you the ISP they're targeting, right? who they're targeting. So the value proposition basically is how unique they're solving this, right? This is all from the website, and I cleaned it up. I'm using ChatGPT just to clean this up a little bit. And so these are the products. So if you go to the product, so it should link to the product, because this ultimately that's how you solve it. So these are the products that I have, right? So these are the products that I have, and this is who it's solving for. So they have AI builder, could be for head of design, a UX, even a small founder. And what pain point? It's delivering manual wireframes and sitemap creations, really fast, right? So it's very painful to do that if you haven't done your web. So you start with your sitemap, and then you have to create the designs and so forth. So that's the pain point it's trying to solve. And so the topic cluster in this case, you can see here, will be a no code. That's where and then some of the keywords you want to use is this. So what you want to do is build content is linked to a topic cluster that is has these keywords, so you can build that brand authority. Okay, so everything's linked. Everything is so if when you see, hey, that blog post that you're going to create is linked to certain keywords, which is linked to a topic cluster, which is linked to the product, which is linked to our ISP you're solving for, which is linked to the unique value proposition, and ultimately the vision of the mission of the company. Make sense? By the way, there's also, I did another video called about schema for SEO for large language models. Watch that as well, because I cover this a little bit as well. So what I want to do is build content in this, and what I'm going to do is I want to first, because I don't want to burn credit, I want to do firstly, I want to find out the H1, H2, so the header and subheader, maybe a meta description. And then I want to check before proceeding to create external internal links. That's important, because from when you want to help when the bot comes and index your site, it wants to search inside the site and related content. Again, building that brand for it. So you want to showcase as many internal links as possible, not overdoing it. But also you want to maybe add in some external links and maybe use some quotes and numbers, data points in that. Like maybe a McKinsey report saying that this. I don't know, that designers, in this case Loom, spend hours designing a sitemap, and you can give a quote. So you want external links. And then what I want to do is create a summary of the content, and then ultimately a checkpoint before I actually use more credit to build the full content. Okay, so I took this, spreadsheet. You can replicate this yourself. It's not hard, and upload it into Clay. Okay, so there it is. You can see the vision, URL vision, and I'm going to use these, the product, all the product features, the product offer, who is targeting, pain point, clusters that I want to target for, and the keywords. Okay, so what I want to do is replicate this essentially. So I want to build title, so I want to get this point in there, right? So let's go into do this. I want to copy these because I want to use these. So in my, let me close this off because I've got too much things open. Okay. What we're going to do is use an AI, our agent, and it might get, I'm typing this live. So what I want to use as an SEO content creator. Okay, and then can enact that. When you generate the prompt, it will do a better job. Using the mission, the value proposition, using also the product offer. Okay, I want the product offer, and what else we want? Well, and the ISP, and who we are targeting, the ISP, and their pain point, create output would be H1, H in the metadata, and this has to be, I think it's maybe 55 characters. 155 characters, and this is 155 characters. I think it's 150. Just there's a rule, right, for metas. It don't be too long, but that's enough for me to understand, and also I can proceed to the next stage. That's important. For SEO, you need to remember there are certain characters that you need to fit into it, especially with your H1s, H2s, and a meta, to be honest, and alt tags as well. So act as using the vision of and targeting their pain point. Great, so I've used this. Ensure you use the topic cluster and include at least one keyword in preparing your draft H1, H2, and okay. So I'm gonna so this is what I want to do. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a checkpoint. So let's just generate that. So if you went to it pretty much covers this process, but there's a little bit more work here. But once you get this up and running, all you have to do is just change your product, or change, if you're an agency, you just have to change the URL, because the rest of the stuff will be you can create it on large language model to give you like ChatGPT to create the rest of the spreadsheet. So all you have to do is change the domain. So okay, cool. It's picked up, and you know about this is that you can set up the best model for it to solve that problem. In this case, it's picked up OpenAI 4.0. Great, and it's saving costs. Remember, it's 2 cents. This is what you want. You want to do things on the fly, but quickly. And they taken my prompt, and it created a full-on extensive prompt, and it's going to say, hopefully the output should be, let me see, the issue says here, examples, output, perfect. That's what I want to see. Okay, let's just try this on the first. Okay, well, let's do the whole thing, because it's going to be interesting to see that. So this is a journey, right? So what I want to get to is I want my H1s, H2s. I can get a feel for if the content is going to be good for me to prepare. Let me see. It's done. Hang on a second. Okay. I want this add as a header 1. Perhaps I can see them. I want to be header 2, and then my meta description. Oh yeah, just leave it like that. Meta. Okay, let's see. Header 1. So no code, but that's not a header for an article. For hands-on. Okay, our largest components library. Okay, it is unique, which is good. Yes. So this is the meta. So this is what it's going to write. So use AI, no code, upgrades to speed up your workflow, solve manual work and site creations. Okay, this is really good. Good start. I want to see. So, and I'm going to put in here like a checkpoint, right? Because I wanted to create a content for me. And so what I'm saying here, checkpoint. So I'm not going to solve. So this is how you do it at scale. So if you had a whole list of H1s, H2s, I don't know why this shouldn't be, to be honest with you. I'm going to go back to this. Oh, keyword. 1 second. Let me just go back to this. Edit. I want to just do again. Edit the description. No. Edit column. Yeah. No, come on. Edit column. Yeah. Okay. What I want to do, I want to really say that the content title should be a very descriptive title, and I'm going to reduce the output to solve the problem. Build. Let me go back to this. Let me go back to my configure. Instead of saying H, or let's just say article. Remove this. Header 2. I'm going to remove it now. See how it goes. I'm going to leave that meta description header. Title, output title. Let's see title. Yeah, header 2. Or or yeah, header, no, subheader. That's what a subheader is basically. Subheader to support the title. Title. I'm gonna regenerate that because I want to see the title, because I want to know, and remember this is going to be at scale. I want to test this. I want to build it at scale, and so what I want is to see the title and then put a checkpoint saying, yeah, I like these titles. Generate these 2 or 3 full content pieces. That's the next stage. Actually, next stage would be internal, external links. That'll be interesting, and that'll be interesting. Let's see. It's still doing this. I'm going to pause. I want to finish, so I don't want to the video to be too long. I think it's done it. Okay, I think it's done it. Okay, let's do that again. So it's gonna update these. Okay, yeah. So the idea is for building at scale content and a workflow mechanism. So that allows me to select the content I want to continue developing. So it's done this one. Let me see. It's done this one. Where is it? Okay, let me go into the response. Yeah, there it is. That's what I want to see. Beautiful. Title. That's a subtitle, and the meta description, which typically would be 150, 55 characters. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, there's a title, and it's a long title. It's fine. Enable visitors to develop better wireframes faster using AI powered. Nice. And this has got to do with the product feature. You can see here. This is the product. It's and that's linked to their website. So go here. There it is. There. Okay. There it is. There. Let me go back to that. Where's it? Close that now. Yeah, builder. So that's a site. See here, it's built a potential header, master brand systems, designs, governance to solve brand guideline challenges. Beautiful. Okay. So now what I want to do is so I've created a checkpoint. Okay, so I'm gonna just so you know how to use this going forward. Is I want to say not develop the content for these. I want to find the URL internal links. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to actually I'll just write it down. So I'm going to use so I'll go back to here on my plan. So this is a checkpoint. I'm going to say find internal external links that is appropriate for the article. So go back to my thing, add a new, okay, using the subtitle, subheader, and make prepare, okay, prepare internal links as CTAs for the user to explore the site, as well as external links where editing any data points or research. Okay, that's what I want to. Okay, well, what I want to do is find internal links as CTF for user to. So for find internal links for the CTF, internal links from domain. Okay. For and as well as this research, okay, research 1 or 2 external research one external link if quoting. Okay, let's go generate that. So what I want is I forgot. I want the output. I forgot to mention the output. That's important. Maybe I can add it in here. No, it's going to write it. Let me pause this for a second. I want to pause it so I don't waste your, but sometimes when you see it in action, it's actually quite interesting. Yeah, I want to really define the output. so I can verify it's actually what I want. Let me see. It's gonna create the prompt for me anyway. I can add it there manually, and then we can run it. It's pretty good. Okay, the output. Okay, output. Okay, output 2 new columns with URL for internal links, URL for external. So base from source from domain and external links if found if using any data points such as industry data. I'll leave the rest, but that's what I really want. I want these two. Okay, let me see this. Okay, hopefully you can create those two internal links, CTA. Well, it's done the first internal one. Probably need to go back and refine refine this a little bit further. But it's what it's doing now, of course. Hopefully, it's searching for in Reloom for potential internal links that can go with the article. Okay, I'm going to pause and so you can get the results. Okay, so it came back. I don't think it's as good as I wanted it to be honest with you, but let's just look at these. So it's taken these says these are internal citations, I guess. So good. Okay, so let's look at this article. Let's go back here. So this is all about streamlining your UI. Okay, so it's and I want them to pick up both external and internal. Didn't do that. Let me see external. Oh, it did. Okay, so that's good. Oh yeah, it's good. So it's an external one. So that I can make it as a URL external. Okay, I mean, I'm picking anything. So you can reference this on a competitor. So okay, add that. Now, what I want also look at the internal ones. Okay, so citations. Okay, yeah, because it's about the icon library. Great. Components. Yeah. So you can pick all of them if you wanted to. Actually, it's not bad. Pricing. Okay, that's good. It was always gonna have that. What's this third one here? Oh, sorry, the fourth one here. Resources, and this is the reasons. So this was saying document got okay. So this is not bad. This is I'm gonna just use this. I mean, you can put internal 1 into internal 3, so you can use multiple if you wanted to. This is what I want. Okay. So now it's gonna see. You can see here it has external links, Figma, Medium, external, and then you have your internal ones. Now, what I want to do is create. So I'm going to put this is going to be based on my click here, based on my checkpoint. I want to create a full article. Let's see how far it goes. Okay. So now in copywriter, using checkpoint. Where is it? Checkpoint as using checkpoint. If checked, proceed to draft full. Let's see. Let's go for 500 word article. Okay. Remember, this is a version 1 article based on. Let's see. Let's put in. So it's going to be the title. Going to be very personalized to the ISP. And pain point. Okay, so now I'm choosing how I'm craft that article, so it'll be really unique. So save, don't run. Okay. Actually, what I should have done is generate. Yep. I'm going to generate, and now hopefully, if I check that point, it's generating. Let me pause. It's still generating. When it's finishing generating, I'm going to check. Okay. Accept the prompt. Okay. And I don't want to run because I'm going to just save it. I'm going to check this one here, okay, and this one here with a GitHub, okay, and now I'm going to say run. I'm going to say okay, run. Let me see. It should see it's missing. This is what I want to see because it's going to only write that one. So you can imagine if you had multiple, you can send this to a content approver. So yep, these are good ones to write about, and you can literally create that content on its phone, and it's created. Let's see the content piece. We'll go inside and see what this looks like. Check building. Citations. Let's see this one. 1 second. I'm going to look at this one. Okay, that's got a thing that checked. But where's my content? Let's go back. Let's quickly see. Oh no, a second. Did it build it? No. I wanted to build out my content. Let me see. Maybe I'm missing something here. Let me go back to my prompts. A lot of prompt engineering because it is, you gotta back to this here. Edit. Output. Oh no, that's my here. This is all. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this off. Expected output. I don't know why it's got. 1 second. I'm just going to simplify this a little bit. Output new column with copy. Look again. It's good. It's picking up. Hopefully, it picks up just the things that I want to. It should on these ones. Yes, it did it. That's what I want. Let me see. Let me see if it's created it. It's definitely not the 500 word character. I don't know what's going on here. Is it somewhere hidden here? No, it's not. It definitely content labels. I'm gonna go and do it one more time. Four. Okay, I'm gonna pause. So this is, you can see here, it's still generating, and I'll come back. Okay, I came back. I'm gonna just accept that for now, and I want to run it now. Please, let's see what happens here. I'm hoping for it to create a column, as I said, but it's not doing its thing. This is what you see on a lot of on YouTube. Here we go. It did it. It did it. That's my article. It did it. A lot of I'm gonna create a new column. It did it. And remember, it says it's checked it. So this is my article. Let me look at this. Where is it? There you go. Add that as an article too. So these are my two articles, and you can see that because I need to do these ones. And again, this is about getting a workflow process, getting not using too much your credits. But you can see here why. Let me go back here. This is the, I don't know why it's chunked up, but you can see this is the full article. I don't know why it's not creating. You can see here it's just got. Oh, it's full here. Sorry, I did it twice. This is a 500 character art in a summary. So you can imagine doing this at scale. Now, of course, you don't have this, and see how I can make sure it captures the internal links as well. But this is not a thing that has ability to have internal links. So you probably need to export it out. And next version would be exporting out to a Word document. But you can see how this can be a potential content at scale for SEO for both large language models and also for SEO itself, for search engines, inspired by products like this. These are amazing products, but if you can't afford products like this and you have access to Clay, it's a great way to get content really fast. Well, that's a long video. Hopefully that I'm excited that came through. But you can see it's real life stuff, right? You need to go there and update, refine, prompt, and to get to where you want to get to. But like I said, the journey is all about making sure that whatever content you create is any keywords you create are linked to topic classes, which in turn to your product offering, service, or depending on your nature, and that links to the ISP's pain point, which and this is how you solve it uniquely, the pain point, which is aligns to your mission, and that's what all cash flow. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for other videos. Thank you for watching all this time. Bye.